Glasses. That's not even perfect. Just used my sweater. A little bit better than it was. Today we have another unboxing video. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This in front of me is the Avenger Elite. Increase your Xbox gaming skills without cheating with the Avenger Elite. Even further reduced trigger travel and unbelievable lever sensitivity. Avenger Elite remaps buttons so they are closer to your fingers. Provides better situational awareness and greater accuracy. All right, so we know now what the manufacturer has to say. I've got an Xbox controller here as well. This is just a standard regular Xbox 360 controller that the Avenger is designed for. So we'll open up the box and then we'll fit it on here, see how it works. I believe we just slide it open like this. It's very light, it's very lightweight, but it's a shell, you know, it's just a shell that fits onto your controller, so you wouldn't expect it to be too heavy. And it opens up on this side. New. On Avengers, only the side lever bends. So there is what looks like some elastic bands. So likely those are replacements for things that already exist on the Avenger. And we've also got two cushiony looking pads. This one looks a little bit bigger than the PlayStation version. Not sure if I remember 100%, but wow. This thing looks crazy every time I see it. Look at that. That's nuts. All right, so let's go ahead and attempt to install the controller. Okay, so Xbox controller here. We've got the Avenger here. There's a little clip here down at the bottom. There we go. So the hook just comes up like that. And I believe you're just gonna place it down in there, the battery. Yep, appears to fit just fine. And then use this little clasp to click it back down. Wow, that's easy. Everything lines up? Okay, cool. The whole mission here is to allow your thumbs to stay in the thumbstick location for maximum dexterity so that you never have a need to remove your right thumb from what would likely be your vision, where you're looking in a first-person shooter, for example. Instead of using this thumb for the core functionality of the controller, now you can use your right hand near your knuckle here and your index finger to control multiple functionality, and then of course the X button is mapped over to the index finger on your left hand. But I think the main value proposition here is just these triggers, these quick triggers. They allow for you to hold the trigger on the right and left hand side in that position very close to actuation, so there's a lot less lag between, you know, essentially shooting a bullet and not shooting a bullet. So if you're going to use these straps below in order to trigger that, or just use this trigger extension, you're going to be able to fire off a lot quicker than you otherwise would. So that's going to pay off when you're trying to, you know, when you're in a firefight, you're trying to respond very, very quickly to something that's going on. The rest of this stuff is going to take a little while to get used to, so you're going to need to practice, obviously, and some people will have better results than others. You won't know until you try. Everybody's a little bit different. Everyone games a little bit differently, and some people are more stubborn than other people. Some people are going to say, I am too used to and too good at just using the regular buttons with my right thumb, so this thing is crazy and I don't want to do it. But for others, you might see something really innovative here and think, hey, why does it have to be the other way? Maybe things could be different in the gaming world. So my understanding about this is it was originally developed for individuals with some kinds of disabilities, individuals who didn't have complete control or use of every digit, every finger on their hand. And since this thing allows for you to have stationary positions for each of your two hands, then you can get more use out of, you know, specifically just a couple of digits. So definitely a cool thing worth checking out. The material is like a soft kind of plastic, black plastic. This is standard stuff, and it comes on and off really easily, so it's not like just because you have it on your controller it's going to be there forever, or if someone else comes over and wants to use the controller normally, no big deal, no big issue there. So a very cool and strange looking contraption, and you know, depending on the game you're playing, you'll have varying results. For some games, it's going to be ridiculous. For other games, it may actually help you a little bit. So if you're interested in potentially improving your gameplay or checking out just something unusual that you haven't seen in the gaming world before, then maybe it's worthwhile to check out. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this video on the Avenger from N-Control. I will link the product down in the description so you can check out pricing and availability. It is available for the PlayStation as well, so that link will also be down there. If you guys enjoy this content, please remember to leave a thumbs up down below. Thanks as always for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode very shortly. Look at that freaky thing. Avenger from N-Control. Looks like a spider. Later, guys.